Hey guys, it's Kiki here. Welcome back to my channel and a very happy 2019. So one of the things that I forgot to mention in the last video I posted, which was my what I got for Christmas haul, I'll leave it linked above here and then I can leave it in the description bar below. But I buy something for myself every year as well, so I didn't include that in the haul, but I bought myself a pair of knee-high boots that I absolutely love. And then the other thing I bought was the Morphe 35V. It's the, I think it's called the Stunning Artistry Palette. And this is what it looks like. There are beautiful shades. I love how this is laid out. There's kind of nudes and browns, and then there are the like kind of navy purple, some berry tones, and then on this side we have almost like a deep teal and then some of the darker shimmers and a matte black. So I was really drawn to this color palette. I debated a few of the different ones, but like the warm tone palettes or the all shimmer palettes, I ended up passing them up because it just seemed like there were so many shades of brown in the same palette, which would be really great if you're a makeup artist and want to play around with the different shades and warm tone, cool tone when you're working on clients. But for me, myself, I really only need a couple shades of brown to create my natural everyday look. And so I didn't want a whole palette of browns, but this one had a really good mix of nudes, neutrals, browns, and then still some fun pops of color. And I always love navy, which is what I went with today. So I did kind of a navy smoky eye with an ombre kind of champagne to pink cut crease. So first I'm going to do just a couple swatches to show you some of the colors and how they work out. And then I'm going to be doing kind of a first impressions and tutorial on the look that I created here today. So please keep watching. So since you get to see some of the colors I'm using in the look today, I'm gonna swatch some of the other ones. So I'm first going in with French Kiss and Polished. So here is French Kiss and here is Polished. Wow. Those are beautiful warm tone shimmer shades. And then next I'm gonna take Wild Thing and Heat. All right, so this is Wild Thing and this is Heat. They got a little bit patchy towards the end, but I mean, the color is so vibrant in the beginning, it looks like it would be really easy to build that up. And then I'm really drawn to this electric purple and this kind of teal shade up here. So this one is Crush, and then this one is Devoted. Ooh, that one was a little powdery. So those are all the shades I'm going to swatch here. You can see the colors I use in the tutorial are a lot of the navies, but these colors, I mean, look at that. The shimmers, the mattes, they all look fantastic. So I can't wait to play more with this palette and see all the other colors. So first I am taking this taupey kind of pink neutral color and I'm using a 35V brush. It's just a big fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to work this into my transition area. And this color is a little bit light, but it looks like it'll build pretty well. But it is a transition shade, so I don't want it to be super dark and pigmented, but it does look like it's building pretty well, so that's good. Next, I'm jumping into this bright blue shade on a big fluffy blending brush, and this is called Hit It Off. And I'm going to work that in kind of to my transition area and crease, keeping it a little bit higher than the crease so that we really get that pop. And this one's pretty darn pigmented. Next, I'm going into this dark navy shade Fling, and I'm taking a skinnier Morphe but still blending brush, and I'm just gonna work that kind of into the outer V and then dragging up some of the product into my crease. And this is actually the first Morphe palette I've ever owned. I bought their brushes, actually this brush set, about a year and a half ago, and I really like the natural hair bristle brushes for eyeshadow. I don't like them as much on my face because they're a little bit scratchy, but this is the first eyeshadow palette I've owned, and I'm actually really impressed with the color payout for how affordable these palettes are. And if I didn't mention it already, it was $24 for 35 shades, so it's less than $1 a shade, which is a fantastic deal. Next, I'm taking the color Little Black Book. This is a matte black on a small detailed brush, and this one is also by Morphe. And I'm just carefully patting that into the outer corner of my eye. Being careful not to get too much fallout, but black can be tricky. So I'm just working this into the very outer corner to just give that some drama and dimension out there. And even with tapping the excess shadow off and being really careful to pat, there is still quite a bit of fallout on this shade. So I would recommend, and especially when you're doing dark dramatic colors like this, to do your eye makeup first and then your base makeup second, which is what I'm doing today. Or if you need to do your base makeup first, set down a layer of powder that when the fallout happens, you can just wipe it away at the end and it won't screw up your base makeup. And to make sure these next colors really show up against this dark smoky navy and black, I'm going to take a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape on a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to do a half cut crease. And this will just really help give those shimmers something to stick to and to make sure that this navy blue base doesn't ruin the pink that I'm gonna put on there. For the center of my eye, I am taking the shade Heartbreaker on a natural hair Morphe brush and just patting that onto the middle of my eye. And I'm going for kind of an ombre effect, so I'm going to do the darkest pink in the center of my eye and the lightest shade on the inner corner, so it kind of creates that ombre from kind of a light champagne to the pink to then the deep navy on the outside. And using that same natural hair brush, now I'm going in with Three Little Words a little bit closer in, and this is just a really light kind of cool tone champagne-y pink. And then for the inner corner, I'm taking the shade Swipe Right on a small Luxie 245 brush, and I am just patting that onto the inner corner. And then to blend that kind of pink shimmer into the black, I'm taking a little bit of this color Stud. It's a kind of shimmery deep navy, and just kind of patting that on to mix into the pink and then into the black. All right, moving back into the eyes, I'm going in with the Hit It Off again and taking a smudger brush and just going underneath my lash line. And then to deepen it up, I'm going in with Fling, which is that dark navy color, and smudging that a little bit closer to my lash line. And then I'm taking an angled precise brush with the Little Black Book color to go really tight up against my lash line, and I want to be really precise with this one. And then to smoke that out a little bit so it's not such a harsh line, I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just feather it along the outer edge. And then for the lower inner corner, I'm going back in with that bright champagne color, Swipe Right. All right, so I'm gonna do eyeliner, mascara, brows, and lipstick, and I'll be back. All right guys, so this is the final look using the Morphe 35V palette. I think this palette is awesome. I haven't used all of the colors, but given that this is the payout I got from the navies and the blacks, which can be harder to do some of those darker colors, the shimmers are usually pretty easy, but these mattes came out great. I love how the colors work together. And I really love the layout of the whole Artistry palette, that it has a lot of good nudes and browns, but then there's still some fun pops of color with the navy purple range over on the side. So I think this is definitely worth the $24 that I paid for it, and I will be using this more often in my routines. It is a little bit bulky to take with you in like an everyday situation, so I would probably only use this when I'm getting ready at my house, which if you've heard me before, I normally get ready in the car on my way to work, so this would not be one that comes with me every day, but it's a really fun palette to play around with. It's upside down. Fun palette to play around with at home, and I think they did a great job. I think this also really exceeded my expectations because I have never used Morphe palettes before and I didn't know what to expect, and I thought for the price point there was no way that the shadows could be that good, and they did perform well. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get notified anytime I post a new video, next to the subscribe button is a little bell. If you click that, you'll get notified when I post new videos. So that is all I have for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.